Alrighty, y'all, it's Ro the Educator. Let's talk about some gallbladder health, right? Well, food prepping, you might say, for breakfast. And I'm having some issues with my gallbladder and with my recovery. And so, what better way to get some things done by eating a little bit more healthier. So I'm doing a half a cup of oats, and we know that oats are a soluble fiber. It's going to help with binding the bile and help flush the cholesterol out of the gallbladder. And, it's low fat, so you're going to be full. It gives you energy, and it helps with doing that without triggering bowel overproduction, which is going to be a lot gentler on your stomach. So this I have a cup of oats. All right, next I'm going to add some chia seed. I'm doing about a tablespoon. And chia seed will help with binding the bowel acid, and it's going to help move that waste so things can move smoothly through the digestion process. Helps preventing the sludge, right? High in omega-3, so you have your anti-inflammatory properties and heart healthy. And it's also important when you want to avoid heavy fats as well. And then, when soaked up, these become like a gel-like substance, which can actually help with smoothing the digestion tract, and it helps slows the sugar absorption. So chia seed is really good. And you can also use these as an egg replacement. All right, that's the next one. Next, I am doing unsweetened cranberries. They're dried. Also got this huge bag from Costco. Let's see. I probably should have did this better, right? Oh my goodness. All right, y'all, bear with me. Okay, I'm gonna just have to grab some out. All right. Okay, so the cranberries, good antioxidants. It's going to support liver and urinary tract health. It's also an anti-inflammatory, and they taste good. But make sure you use unsweetened. Don't use the sweetened stuff. I'm trying to avoid some sugar, as much sugar as possible, which is my Achilles heel. I love some sugar. All right, now I'm going to add some cherry. I can get the bag open, and you can do either or, but I love cherries as well, so I'm putting both into my concoction of my oat stuff, and also 1 tablespoon, but you can always do things to flavor however you want it. And cherries are also antioxidants. It helps with supporting liver health, and it's also been known to be a natural pain reliever. So that's cherries. Make sure they're unsweetened. And if you do the fresh, don't add no sugar, people. Okay, now here's your sugar. You can use 1 teaspoon of honey or maple sugar, and I know I might be defeating the purpose, but I am using my homemade brown sugar. Using a teaspoon. So this is where you get your little sweet from. So that's why we're going to use unsweetened stuff. So you got the sugar coming in with that. And then we're going to use some cinnamon. And just a dash of cinnamon in each one of these. And let's see. Oops. I just made a little mess. Cinnamon actually helps break down the enzymes that deals with fat and sugar. All right. Let's see. It can also help with blood sugar balance and assist in calming the digestive tract. All right, so we got our cinnamon. So this is all I have in here. And then I am going to add 3/4 cup of milk. But again, like I said, I'm just going to do one of these today so it can soak overnight. And then when I get ready for the rest of them, I'm going to put it in one by one so I can have me some breakfast for my gut health. All right, here's one with 3/4 cup of milk. I gave it a good shake. And then I'm going to put this one in the refrigerator.